KTV, we're getting you ready for the My Team Unlimited tournament. We have last year's champ to help out. Plus, we check in with the 2K Reddit community. We're highlighting your top plays in the NBA Finals.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports.
Kevin, thanks. Bam, out of...
All right, thank you, David. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point. And for Miami, they've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Dragic, and it's Robinson in at the shooting guard. Now here's Dragic. Over Young. No good from Dragic.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
The Hawks working the ball around. Hunter, no good. On offense, here are the Heat.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Now Butler after the missed 3 from Trae Young. And Crowder slams it in.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Young from outside. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Crowder. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Collins trying to break free.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Here's Butler. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Beyond the arc. No good on that one. And Miami the other way now.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Outside Butler. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Wow, the strength of Jimmy Butler fends off defenders well when he goes up to score.
Young outside. Back to Herter. Collins kicks to Young. There's the triple. Drops in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded? Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Crowder, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Bembry's checked in, and it's Dragic off the drive, and he banks in the layup.
Such a big part of Goran's game, the dribble drive.
To the left side wing. Here's Bembry. 1:53 left here in the first quarter. And the 3 off target. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. Butler passes to Hero. Adebayo on the follow.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
Here's Jones. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Olynyk with the steal. Puts it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
From the baseline. Atlanta again missing. The Heat leading by 5. Here's Hero. And too long on the shot.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
He gets that one.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Pass to Adebayo. Now Olynyk outside Dragic. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Reddish grabs the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And the dunk by Olynyk.
Continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Collins. So he gets them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Here's Hero. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Even though he lacks length, Olynyk's hustle makes him a threat on second chance opportunities.
That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about...
These guys work so hard and they're young.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
Oh, what a play!
Watch it! And with an excellent understanding of the game, Olynyk is able to find open teammates.
They get it back. Dedmon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Atlanta, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Jay Crowder's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Robinson is subbed in for Hero. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. He rifled that one in from distance.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Passes it to Young. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Miami leading by 6. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Changes up. Kicks it out to Jones. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Pass to Huerter. Here's Hunter. Young looking it over. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got 5 points so far.
Scouting report is be physical with Trae Young. And every night he finds ways to still make plays.
Robinson with it. The 3. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Hunter dishes to Capella. Young against Iguodala. The pass to Herter. And a deep three from Young. From beyond the arc and then some. Now it's just a 3-point Miami lead.
It just looks like it's going in every time. Maybe because we've already seen Trey do this so many times.
Iguodala sinks that one from the post. Iguodala's got his second basket. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
He has adapted a way to use his body to shield defenders that's bigger than him. Trey Young finishing through contact.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. The Hawks trail by 3. And Young with the basket on the assist by Hunter. He's got 12.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Robinson for 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
And that one is good.
Finding makeable shots. Kevin Herter continuing to become more efficient as a scorer.
Iguodala, the pass to Olynyk. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Trey Young. The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And that one falls for Olynyk.
A physical big man who won't back down from anyone. Every team could use a guy like Kelly Olynyk.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Crowder. Jimmy Butler comes in for Derek Jones. Heroes checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Teague. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Miami's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And it's Dragic off the drive. And Adebayo throws it down. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to Bembry. Back to Teague. Here's Bembry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. The Hawks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. The Heat making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Dedmon's checked in. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Passes it to Butler. And shot on the way. Drained for 2 points. And the Heat lead by 2.
This is one of Jimmy Butler's go-tos. He loves the jump shot from mid-range.
Jones kicks to Bembry. It's stolen by Adebayo. Lobs it up for Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Bembry the pass to Reddish. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court right now for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Young for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. Herter's got his second basket of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Dragic. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Young. Some solid defense from Butler.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
With the shot. It doesn't go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Herter passes to Collins. Back to Herter. Collins looking around. And the shot goes in. Collins has got 6. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And some changes here for the Heat. Jones checked in for Jay Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Goran Dragic. Iguodala against Young. Outside for Robinson. Outside, Jones. Here's Butler, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Clint Capella.
Now that's an energetic drive to the rim by Jimmy Butler. Speed and strength.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Miami. Bembry's checked in for the Hawks. The Heat leading by 3. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him, and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Over to the left wing. Hunter, the pass to Fernando. 5 on the clock for the tie. And that one's good. Hunter's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
Tough shot by Hunter. Looks so composed. Isn't intimidated by the range.
Iguodala kicks to Jones. 1:58 left in the third. Three-pointer on the way. Here's Adebayo. Butler passes to Jones. And here is Butler. 6 points for him. At the top of the key, Hunter. And he misses the fast break layup. And it's Jones with the ball for Miami. Butler goes in and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Damian Jones comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Teague in for DeAndre Hunter. Here's Bembry. And the call will be against Damian Jones. That's his first foul. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Andre Iguodala. Teague against Dragic. The 15-footer keeps it alive. Adebayo on the follow. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Teague can't hit. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Crowder. Good work defensively by Jones. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Teague for 3. It's hauled in by Hero. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Butler with the jam.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
The Hawks trail by 6. Pass to Reddish. The kick out to Teague. Dedmon passes to Bembry. Teague with the ball. Shoots over Dragic. Almost, but it rolls out. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Heat out front, leading by 6. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Hero. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Crowder in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. On its way from Young for 2. They get it back. Shots good by Dedmon.
Staying aggressive on the offensive boards. Dedmon's a tough guy to box out there.
The Heat leading by 4. Now Dragic. It's rebounded by Herter. Herter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He gets it in there.
For most defenses, Young's jumper is the first thing they have to account for when they play this team.
Heat shooting about 42% so far. Robinson for 3. It's good from long range. And the Heat lead by 5.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Young from outside buries it from 3-point range. Young's got 20.
Yeah, back-to-back threes. Trae Young welcomes this duel because they're usually to his advantage.
Outside Robinson. To the middle. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Robinson.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Young with the ball for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Crowder, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's a 6-point Heat lead. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Here's Young. Dedmon trying to break free. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And right there you see Herter's instincts for the game, especially at the offensive end.
Dragic looking for an opening. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And the D getting out work there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Teague can't hit.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. From deep three-point range, and it's Jeff Teague with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Crowder with the steal. Adebayo against Teague. There's Dragic with the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Dragic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat. Young outside, fires the three. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Dedmon dishes to Teague. Young with no one around. Hits the three-point bomb. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Dragic, Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
Back to Teague. Dedmon passes to Herter. Now here's Collins. Here's Dedmon. And it's Miami with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Adebayo. Outside Crowder. Back to Adebayo. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Heat lead by 8.
The emergence of Adebayo as a scorer, this franchise has to be ecstatic.
Another miss by Young. And Adebayo throws it down.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Teague against Robinson. Taken away. Now, here is Young. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Miami winning this one. Even early on. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
to 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. This week we are talking My Team. We've been discussing the My Team Unlimited tournament. And guess what? The first game day is right around the corner.
So we want to make sure you are ready.
Here are some tips to get you.
The city of Atlanta. Hello, basketball fans. You've got DH.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure is. Thanks, David. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Warren in at the small forward. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Passes to Herter. And Young kicks to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Hunter. And he converts the layup. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Here's Brogdon after the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Back to Brogdon, just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Sabonis, that one wide left.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And Oladipo pulls it down. Inside. Sabonis, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And here's Young from the arc. That one's not going to go. And Indiana will come the other way. Warren the pass to Turner. Brogdon outside. Sabonis at the elbow. Oladipo outside. Down low. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that, defense.
Again, Young missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Greg, you look at the career of Victor Oladipo, drafted 2nd overall out of Indiana, but didn't break out in his NBA career until coming to the Pacers. A bit of a late bloomer.
And Kevin, Oladipo's a prime example of some players just needing time. It also shows you how much the right situation helps a player. Oladipo always had the talent. He just found a place to foster it.
Here's Sabonis after the basket by Atlanta. Young with the steal. And here's the fast break. Pass to Herter. It's Young on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. There's the pass to Warren. Oladipo outside. That one misses. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Hunter dishes to Young. Pass to Hunter. To the paint. Here's Herter. He's covered by Warren. Clock is at 3, and he overshot that one, missing.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Warren. Oladipo trying to get open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, T.J. Warren is terrific at using his frame to become a factor on the glass. I love it.
Young, no good.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Now Turner, Oladipo right side. Turner passes to Warren. No good with the triple. Hawks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Brogdon with it and guarded by Capella. Oladipo goes in. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Boy, the strength of Victor Oladipo is on display there, effortlessly absorbing the contact. Nicely done.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Some changes for Indiana. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Passes it to Bembry. Back to Teague. Dishes to Reddish. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
McConnell kicks to McDermott from past the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall...
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness.
And you know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Then it's McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. The Hawks leading by 4. Jones, the pass to Reddish. Can't connect from short range.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Bitadze with the bucket.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there. Boy, when you think about Doug McDermott, the last few years with the incredible shooting he brings, he's also been efficient. And though the volume is limited, this guy has done as good a job as he can picking his spots.
Lamb dishes to Holiday. On the wing, Lamb. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Indiana moving the ball around. McDermott, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta.
And Doris, with McDermott, he knows that's how he's most effective on the floor.
That's exactly right, Greg. This guy knows his strengths, and that's his outside shooting, his ability to stretch the floor, the amount of deep shots he takes the last few seasons. This guy is a nice weapon to create space for people around him.
And Lamb, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And the Hawks making a change here. Fernando's checked in Indiana with a change here too. Holiday's checked in.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And Holiday kicks to Holiday. Now here's Lamb. Not a lot of room. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Hawks trail it. Here's Bembry. Here's Reddish. And the 3 off target. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. The kick out to Holiday. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Holiday's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers. Jones drives in to the inside. Fernando tries again. No good on the shot. And Indiana will come the other way. Holiday left side. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And he could not get that one to go. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Pass to Fernando. And that one is hammered home.
He got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now, here's Oladipo. Brogdon looking it over. And Young comes over to help. Turner with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Sabonis inside. Misses off the right iron. And for the Hawks, they're shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Brogdon finds Sabonis. Oladipo right side. Outside Warren. Now the pass to Brogdon. Back to Warren. Pass to Brogdon. And Young comes over to help. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's the attitude Malcolm Brogdon hopes to bring every night. You can't be passive. He is going to attack on the interior.
And here's Young from the arc. They get the rebound. Teague against Oladipo. Passes it to Sabonis. Right side Turner. Now Warren. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. Here's Brogdon. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but that's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Miles Turner, guys, has done in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1. Brogdon outside. Oladipo finds Brogdon. Back to Oladipo. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Now, here's Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Sabonis. Brogdon right side. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. In Indiana with a change here, too. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Brogdon. And Warren, here we go. And it's Warren with the jam.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
And T.J. Warren has always been able to score. Gives you production whether he's playing the 3 or the 4.
Greg, the numbers have never been a concern for T.J. Warren. He's always been a solid scorer. He's increased his efficiency. He's leaned a little bit more heavily on the three-point opportunity, which is so important. For him, to me, it's about staying healthy.
Here's Young after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. And Trae Young gets the 3. Young's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion and has it on automatic.
McConnell passes to Sabonis. Oladipo outside. Back to Sabonis. Second shot opportunity. Dedmon with the block. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 6. Turner finds Warren. Shoots over Capella. Over to the wing. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Rebound, Atlanta. Hunter with it. The pass to Dedmon. Here's Hurt. Young outside. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Now it's a 4-point Atlanta lead.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless.
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Reddish kicks to T. The Hawks working the ball around. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. And the basket by Jones.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
On the wing, Holiday. And the Pacers another 3.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's McDermott. Inside. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Fernando. Here's Reddish. His three-pointers off the mark. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Holiday with it. And it's Reddish picking him up. Bitadze. Good D by Jones.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hawks lead. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And You love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Pacers, we've got Miles Turner, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position.
You love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. They trail by 1. And Turner kicks to Holiday. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Young.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
Malcolm Brogdon a little bit crafty on the interior, getting that one down.
Here's Young. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Outside, Lamb. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. The dish now to Jones. There's the feed to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Back to Brogdon. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Wow, how about the balance and strength of Malcolm Brogdon? Give him the end one.
So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Damian Jones. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bemper. Oladipo, he's checked in for the Pacers. Young against Brogdon. And Young kicks to Collins. Back to Young. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Young's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks. Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Brogdon outside. Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Oladipo. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Young. Pass to Hunter. From outside the arc. Excellent D there from Holiday. Pacers trail by 5. The pass to Oladipo. Hunter grabs the miss. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Young drives in. Can't hit from in close. Pacers shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. There's Sabonis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young from deep 3-point range. And Oladipo pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, we are talking about an elite free throw sharpshooter. If you send Malcolm Brogdon to the line, you will pay.
Some changes for Indiana. McDermott's checked in for Sabonis. And it's T.J. Warren in for Justin Holiday.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Yep, it counts.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Young against Brogdon. He kicks it to McDermott. There's the three. The shot missing. And Atlanta will come the other way. Capella against Brogdon. Young outside. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the rejection by Collins. 35 seconds left in the fourth. They grabbed their own miss. Capella, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. And so it's Indiana with it. Brogdon the pass to Warren. Come!
Embrace the challenge, T.J. Warren. Big time shot. It's my time.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Young inside. He's guarded by Brogdon. It counts!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
McDermott can't get it to go. Reddish the pass to Capella. Young fires away from outside. The long distance three is buried. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
The $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament is back for its 3rd year. We have crowned 2 champions already, Skip to My Lou and Jomar. This year, you could be the 3rd. First, the details. There will be 4.
And a shot from before as the Miami team bus arrived.
Kevin, good evening. It has been
that warrior mentality, the common thread there, DA. Thanks so much. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Jay Crowder out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic, and it's Robinson in at the 2 guard. And for Indiana, Sabonis and Turner up front. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Warren in at the small forward. Robinson with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Robinson passes to Crowder. And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Brogdon finds Turner. That shot off the mark. And the Heat going the other way now. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Crowder. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And it's the Heat with the ball. The Pacers making the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Again, the miss by the Heat.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
You know, Malcolm Brogdon is so good in so many ways. He's got an old-school game and approach. Nothing flashy, but everything effective and done well. Always aware of the situation he's in. Knows when to pass, when to shoot it. Runs the pick and roll exquisitely. And is an excellent teammate. Boy, what an asset he is to the Pacers.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Crowder. Adebayo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. Out to the right wing. Sabonis finds Warren. A second chance effort. Shakes him. And Butler sends it back.
No denying it. Butler, a superb defender. Really does a nice job using his length to turn shots away.
To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Adebayo's got 6 points.
And without a doubt, Brogdon saw more usage with the Pacers, and, man, he stepped up to the challenge.
And, you know, Greg, his shooting percentage did dip with the added usage, but he was still efficient for his position, and I thought he blossomed as a playmaker, too. I mean, he created well for others and really was a catalyst for the Pacers' success. And, you know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years. and has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. McDermott's checked in for Sabonis. Justin Holiday comes in for T.J. Warren. Lammy's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now here's Iguodala. Kicks it out to Jones. Jacks up a three. And it's Iguodala missing.
And Clark, at the moment, you could argue that it's the defense that's the best asset for Turner at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, Greg. I think clearly that's his strong suit right now. He's got a terrific shot in terms of mechanics and range. I think you'd like to see him be a little more consistent with his selection and then develop a more reliable low post go-to move.
Now here's Iguodala. He kicks to Olynyk. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
And Olynyk up and down at the free throw line early in his career, but with his touch, he's bound to become more consistent.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for Indiana.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Now McDermott. Here's the three. And Jones pulls it down.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Adebayo kicks to Jones. Hero passes to Olynyk over Lamb, and the basket by Olynyk.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Here's McConnell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Hero, that's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
A while back in fourth start, that's for sure.
Here's McConnell, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Doug McDermott, and it's McConnell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from McConnell.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Iguodala finds Jones. Hero drills the three-pointer. Hero's got 5 points so far.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Outside Holiday. Passes to Bitadze. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Olynyk dishes to Dragic. Pass to Hero. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Heat lead by 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Holiday. But they'll get another chance. Sabonis kicks to McDermott. Pass to Holiday. Outside Holiday. Goes back up. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Hero. Rebounded by McDermott.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
And it's blocked. Butler on the wing. Offensive rebound Heat. Jones kicks to Butler. Here's Hero. There's the pass to Olynyk. Miami needs to get a shot off. Butler from outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Crowder, he's checked in for the Heat. Duncan Robinson comes in for Tyler Hero. Oladipo goes in. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And just an emotional return from injury for Oladipo last season. He missed over a year due to that knee, and just great to see the young man back on the floor.
Boy, it sure is, Greg. I mean, it didn't take long for Oladipo to show he's still an outstanding player. I mean, he means so much to this team when he's healthy. His energy is infectious, and he's a big-time playmaker and shot maker. It's really hard to miss a full year. But I tell you what, Oladipo did not look rusty for long. Boy, I tell you what, nice watching Lamb convert these hard baskets. I mean, showing some real toughness on that play.
No good from Dragic.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Butler, and that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Iguodala comes in for Goran Dragic. Oladipo against Robinson. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside Lamb. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here's the break. Adebayo with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
The Heat have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And Indiana making a change here. McConnell's checked in. And Adebayo drops them both. The Pacers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Butler with the ball. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Warren. And it's Turner off the drive. Brogdon the pass to Warren. Up in time. And that's the final possession with the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler. And
My goodness. Nasty. I'm talking filthy. Butler punching it and getting his teammates on the bench amped up.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. And Adebayo sends it back. And he recovers it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And here are the Heat now. Miami leading by 5. Robinson for 3. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And Turner stays with it. Turner's got 8 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Outside Dragic, back to Robinson. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Warren. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Robinson kicks to Adebayo. Crowder inside. Sabonis is there, and he comes up with the deuce.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Turner.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Brogdon. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. And it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Down low. The kick out to Oladipo. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Olynyk is checked in for the Heat. Iguodala comes in for Goran Dragic. Here's Adebayo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Miami shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Free throw good. Adebayo. Pacers trail by 4. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Lamb finds McDermott. Lays it up and banks it in.
I think he's got to keep working on his interior game. Doug McDermott showing he wants to be more than just an outside shooter.
Iguodala outside. Passes it to Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. To the wing right side. Hero passes to Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Jones. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Holiday attacking. The score now all even. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go. 1:04 left to play here in the third. Hero passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Right side, Dragic. Up and in on the layup. And the Heat lead by 2.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Sabonis comes in for TJ Leaf. Justin Holiday's checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's TJ McConnell in for Aaron Holiday. Crowder, he's checked in for Miami.
And Dragic can finish with ease if he gets to the bucket. So when his mid-range jumper is falling, the D doesn't know what to do with it.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
To the paint, here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Really adept at rolling after setting the screen. Turner, a difficult cover in these pick and rolls.
The third quarter comes to a close. Heat out front, leading. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's TJ McConnell. Then there's Warren. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Now here's Dragic. He's covered by McConnell. Outside Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. Comes up empty down low.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. Got a piece of it. And he banks in the layup. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Pass to Hero. Over Holiday. Here's Adebayo. Iguodala wide open. And he's good on the 3 ball. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. McConnell finds Sabonis. Back to McConnell. Now Turner. He's guarded by Adebayo. Now here's McConnell. T right on him. And there's the foul. It'll go on TJ McConnell. That's his first foul. Some changes for Indiana. Oladipo comes in for Justin Holiday, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for TJ McConnell. The Heat also changing it up. Butler, he's checked in for Iguodala. Robinson comes in for Hero, and it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Bucket is good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Warren. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
From the line. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Brogdon, and no good. The Heat go the other way with it, and there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. The Heat leading by 5. Now, here's Nunn. Outside Crowder. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Stolen by Warren.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And there's Brogdon on the assist by Sabonis.
Boy, it's clear why people are high on Brogdon. His ability to take over on important possessions, outstanding.
And the pass to Adebayo. Nunn against Brogdon. Fires from 14. A putback. The Pacers pull it in. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brogdon finds Turner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Heat lead.
Evolving as a leader right before our eyes. It's important that Turner continue to prove he can score in big moments.
Nunn against Brogdon. Nunn looking around. Makes it off the glass. And the Heat lead by 3.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Brogdon, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Outstanding poise from Malcolm Brogdon. Relishes any chance he gets to be the man in the clutch.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. McDermott's checked in for Indiana. Justin Holiday comes in for Warren. Then for the Heat, Leonard, he's checked in for Adebayo. And Kelly Olynyk subbed in for Jay Crowder. Brogdon against Nunn. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Oladipo.
And, you know, Oladipo back in 2013 was a number 2 overall pick in the draft and is showing a lot of promise. He's really taking over the game in key stretches here.
Nunn against Brogdon. It falls!
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, this guy is always in attack mode, very aggressive. Some players might kick it out there, not him. He's going right to the bucket.
It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Taking the contact like the pro he is, it's clear Brogdon is tough to intimidate when he's looking to score.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
It's the first that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
And Holiday is right there.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
And here is Lamb. Oh, no good. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
crown champion. Here are some tips I would recommend to put yourself in the best position to win. First, use cards you're comfortable with. If a card's rating isn't the highest in your collection, but you have their jumper and dribble moves down, don't be afraid to give them playing time. Second, you want to have a good strategy in place. Which cards can get you a big-time bucket? Which cards can pressure opponents and create...
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Jay Crowder. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Young with no one around. Off target from outside.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Again, Young missing. Crowder kicks to Dragic. Crowder against Capella. And Crowder slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young. Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Young for 3. Again, Young missing.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Crowder against Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. The shot by Adebayo, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Heat have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Butler passes to Crowder. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Crowder's got 6 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Young fires away from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Dragic taking his time here. Here's Adebayo. Lays it up off the glass. He has 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And a deep 3 from Young. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, The other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Butler against Collins. Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 8 points for Bam Adebayo.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Another miss by Young.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Well, they're passing to Adebayo. Crowder kicks to Dragic. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Hunter. Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did that.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to play.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Heat leading by 7. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
We've got Dwayne Dedmon. Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Jones. And it's Reddish in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Jones is running. Teague finds Jones. Here's Bembry, defended by Jones. Yepik goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Bembry.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Teague, the pass to Reddish. Back to Teague. Passes it to Bembry. Jones in the post. He's against Olynyk.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Jones kicks to Iguodala. No good on the 3. The Hawks trail by 7. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. That's tipped.
All the length of Kelly Olynyk helping to get that block.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. And Miami also making a switch. Goran Dragic is checked in for Bam Adebayo. Teague, the pass to Bembry. Teague deciding where to go with it. Fires from deep. Atlanta again missing. The Heat leading by 9. Here's Jones, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jeff Teague. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Jones up top. Pass to Olynyk. Doesn't go that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Reddish with the ball, and it's Iguodala picking him up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Reddish daring the defenders that time as he got really aggressive.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Collins checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. DeAndre Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. The Hawks trail by 11. Here's Reddish. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Reddish has got 4 this quarter.
And that bump does not throw Cam Reddish off.
Dragic dishes to Robinson. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Heat lead by 11. And a deep three from Young. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Crowder. Right side Robinson. And Olynyk kicks to Butler. Back to Olynyk. Rejected by Young.
How about that? Trae Young with a block shot.
And now here comes Young leading the break. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Young's got 9.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Robinson passes to Olynyk, and the shot goes down. Olynyk's got his first 2 points.
Well, Kelly Olynyk can score all over, but really valuable when you start to get points from this kind of balanced attack.
Young from outside. The shot off that time. And the Heat going the other way now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
On up the court. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's a great move by Trae Young, and a brave one at that, playing right into the defender.
The Atlanta shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. It's Dragic with the drive. No good on that one. And here's Young from the arc. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you, it was Jay Crowder who got hot in the first. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, and that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the 3rd. On the floor for Miami, they've got Jimmy Butler, Jay Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dragic in at the point.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Young.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
And they continue to control the glass. And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Herder passes to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. Now the dish to Hunter. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Outside Dragic, and Hunter over to help. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Robinson kicks to Adebayo. Shoots from the elbow. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Passes it to Hunter, and stolen by Butler. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. The 10-footer. It's Butler that time on the assist from Dragic. Butler's got his second bucket.
Well, the mid-range game right now is doing a lot of damage to this defense, courtesy of Jimmy Butler. Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Butler on the wing. Back to Dragic. Clock at 6. Outside Robinson. Three-pointer. The rebound by Young. The Hawks trail by 10, and it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Bembry comes in for DeAndre Hunter, and it's Teagan for Trae Young. The Heat also changing it up. Jones checked in for Jay Crowder. Hero comes in for Robinson. And it's Iguodala in for Goran Dragic. Here's Herder. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Miami leading by 10. Back to Butler. To the wing on the left. Iguodala outside. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Butler. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Hero passes to Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
The Hawks trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jones kicks to T. Pass to Reddish. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Misses the 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And Jones slams it in.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. A beautiful reverse layup. Bembry's got 6.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Hero, no good. Atlanta's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Reddish banked in off the glass. 6 points for him.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's T. Here's Reddish. And Reddish Reddish with the slam.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Heat lead by 9. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Bembry, also Teague out there. Jones is out there with Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Back to Teague. From the arc. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. And yes, it's good. Adebayo's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Heat. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hawks. They trail by 11.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
Dragic finds Adebayo. A one near Iguodala as he lets it go. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Teague the pass to Fernando. And here's Reddish. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there were a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. Robinson dishes to Dragic. Takes the 13-footer. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Capella kicks to Young. Takes the 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Hero passes to Crowder. Here's Hero. Over Hunter. Offensive rebound. Outside Robinson. Now the pass to Dragic. To the right side. Good ball movement here by Miami. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Butler, he's checked in for Miami. The Hawks trail by 16. And a deep 3 from Young. Atlanta again missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Every basket from this kind of range is going to help Hunter's perimeter game. Doesn't worry about the defense.
Miami leading by 16. Butler dishes to Crowder. Passes to Adebayo. Butler kicks to Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the Heat lead by 21.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
Here's Miami now. They're on a 16-4 run right now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Miami.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Now, here's Nunn. Right side, Leonard. Silva, the pass to Leonard. Puts it up from 17. He's off on that one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Graham missing. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Iguodala outside, and Jones pulls it down. This year kicks to Reddish. Here's Teague. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Love how Jeff Teague did not fear that attempt. He was amongst the trees, but it did not affect the shot.
Hill finds Iguodala. He misses the free throw. So he comes up empty at the line.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks, for
person that knows a thing or two about the My Team Unlimited tournament is last year's winner, Joe Mara. Who could forget when he took home that enormous check? So we called him up to see what he's been up to since his big win and if he has any advice for any of you who are looking to take home this year's.
Downtown Indianapolis moving. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for the Pacers, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
And with Victor Oladipo, the impact he has on the scoreboard is huge. But you can't discount how great he is as a defender.
Oh, there's no doubt, Greg. Think about it. The last time he played a full season.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On defense, Atlanta. Brogdon the pass to Warren. Back to Brogdon. 6 to shoot. Indiana moving the ball around. Turner finds Oladipo. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
We know Oladipo is one of the quickest guys in the game. He is devastating on the drive.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Now, this is what you'd love to see more of from Victor Oladipo, the athleticism to be a factor on the glass.
Young from outside. Walks for the new shot clock. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Left side, Turner. The kick out to Oladipo. The 3. The rebound by Young. A slow start for Atlanta in this one. It's a 5-point game. Back to Collins. Shoots over Turner. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Young from deep three-point range. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Warren finds Turner. Warren on the wing. Back to Brogdon. The pass to Oladipo. The kick out to Warren. Pulls up. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Warren's got 5.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Oladipo goes in, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Pacers leading by 10. Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. Out left to the wing. Pass to Turner. Oladipo outside. Turner against Collins. Turner passes to Sabonis. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Oladipo outside. Warren against Collins. Now here's Oladipo. Tight defense on him. Launches it. Hunter grabs the miss.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Then it's McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
And a guy like Justin Holiday, a great option off the bench. Consistent scoring threat with that second unit.
That's exactly right. And Justin Holiday also provides you solid defense to go along with that shooting, Greg. And he's older now. There's a calmness to his presence while he's on the floor. He's been with a couple of teams. He's been around a little bit. So he's just got to maximize what he does best.
McDermott passes to Bitadze. From down in the low post, it goes. Bitadze's got the lead up to 12 now for Indiana. Here's Dedmon, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Dedmon's got his first points of the game.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
In the corner, it's McDermott. The tray kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Jones trying to get open. It's good on the putback. Dedmon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Here's McDermott. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, McDermott is working on that interior game because he has size and touch.
Here's Teague. Here's Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Teague is right there.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And Holiday kicks to McConnell. Kept alive by Indiana. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Reddish. Here's Dedmon. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Then for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Jones. DeAndre Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. Warren the pass to Holiday. Sabonis kicks to Brogdon. Back to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Malcolm Brogdon has been rock solid since he won the Rookie of the Year award. This guy's capable as a scorer, and what a pretty pass there.
Here's Young. He's got 5. The rebound by Turner.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And stolen by Hunter. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Young.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Domantas Sabonis has filled out his frame, and if you need some physicality around the rim, this guy is willing to do it.
They get it again. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Shoots it up. And that one hits back iron.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It's his first trip to the line. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for the Pacers. Atlanta also making some changes here. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
The first thing that jumps out at you about Young, that seemingly limitless shooting range and the spacing that affords for this offense.
Outside Warren. And Holiday has it in the corner. Sabonis trying to get open. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pacers lead by 12.
Well, Domantas Sabonis has a nose for the basketball. He understands if he keeps moving, he's going to get to the offensive glass.
7 seconds left in the first half of the game. Young way outside. Excellent D there from Holiday. And so it's Indiana up by a dozen.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They are leading by 12. And that should...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Domantas Sabonis has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Huerter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Hawks. Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Sabonis. The kick out to Oladipo. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 10. Collins, that's a two-pointer. A putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 6 points.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Here's Oladipo. Collins with some nice D.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Hunter dishes to Collins. At the top of the key, Hunter. Hawks passing it around. Young with no one around. Good on the triple. 13 points in the game. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon is not known for elite athleticism, but let him get around the cup and he's thinking score.
That one goes. Count it. Now it's a 7-point Pacer lead.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups, lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
McDermott rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Collins passes to Capella, and he uses the glass on the layup. Capella's got 8 points in the quarter.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
And Greg, with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him up top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for McDermott. Aaron Holiday comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Out to Lamb. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Doris, just a devastating injury for Lamb last season. Tore his ACL and meniscus after the All-Star break.
And Greg, automatically you know he's going to miss a large amount of time with that kind of diagnosis. But give Jeremy Lamb a lot of credit. Put the work in to get back on the floor, and this team's happy to have him. He still has a knack for scoring from the wing.
And that one drops for him.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
McConnell passes to Lamb. Back to McConnell. And Holiday has it in the corner. Dishes it to Turner. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Turner's got 6 points.
The ability to play through contact is so important for Miles Turner. He's got the size and strength to finish through it.
To the inside. Passes it to Capella. Kicks it to Reddish. Over McConnell. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. McConnell passes to Holiday. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the pass to Holiday. The putback. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. On its way from Young for 2. The Hawks again can't hit. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And leading the charge. And it's Warren with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Sabonis and Turner up front. Then it's T.J. Warren. That's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the Pacers 5. Here's Turner. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Young from the arc. That shot misses. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Out to Lamb for 3. The rebound by Young. The Hawks trail by 11. Pass to Fernando. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Some changes for Indiana. Oladipo, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Got a piece of it. Here's Herter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite. That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Collins checked in for Bruno Fernando. Young against Brogdon. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks with possession here. They trail by 11. Back to Collins. Pass to Dedmon. 6 on the shot clock. Young fires away from outside. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
The kick out to Young. Fires the 3. Here's Capella. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers leading by 13. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 9 rebounds now tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Turner. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Miles Turner covered tightly, but nonetheless scores it. That is really well done.
Young for 3. They get it back. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Capella.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And the wide open shot from Warren. No good on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Indiana leading by 9. Pass to Sabonis. Brogdon outside. The kick out to Warren. Indiana moving it around. Here's Brogdon, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy.
First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And Sabonis drops them both. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Right side Sabonis. Brogdon outside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Malcolm Brogdon has proven more than capable of producing at a high level on the offensive end, both as a scorer and as a passer. And we know he is a quality defensive player. Great positioning, great intellect. He's a true two-way force.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Pacers.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Domantas Sabonis.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
And Turner kicks to Oladipo. To the middle. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now the pass to Young. Jacks up a three. Sabonis grabs the board. Outside Warren. Poke loose, so no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
in my crown for sure.
Now, for everybody out there, you were a part of Pacers gaming. What was this season like with all the circumstances, and what did you learn from?
It's time, and we've got...
Hey, Kevin,
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Dragic. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Up top, Adebayo, just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. The Pacers pull it in. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws. And well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. If you thought he could be a franchise caliber player, we might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
Now, here is Robinson. Here's Dragic. Can't hit from 12.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Turner throws it down.
Tremendous display of chemistry and connectedness by Turner with his teammates. All they have to do is lob it his way, and he'll handle the rest.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Turner finds Warren. Oladipo for 3. And that one is off. And Miami the other way now. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25 and 14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Robinson. Dishes it to Crowder. Good work defensively by Turner. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oh, Turner in position. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Yeah, I like the bounce that Jimmy Butler has. He likes taking off for these slams. He's an excellent athlete who can finish with power.
And it's Brogdon off the drive.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Oladipo. After the miss from Goran Dragic, down low, Crowder with the steal. And again, Miami running the court in transition. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Nasty. I'm talking filthy. Butler punching it and getting his teammates on the bench amped up.
Robinson against Oladipo. Robinson with the block. Butler passes to Adebayo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Pacers. The pass to Warren. At the top of the key, Turner. Brogdon against Dragic. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Back to Turner. Outside Warren. 6 to shoot. Oladipo trying to get open. Warren, good.
Boy, really hard to stop Warren when he gets moving downhill. I mean, he's got a really strong body, and he also has a pretty tight handle, too.
Now, here is Robinson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Sabonis, high post. Oladipo trying to get open. Sabonis, no good. Miami trailing. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
You got to tag Butler in transition. He's got the quickness and athleticism to shred defenses in the open floor.
Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. It's hauled in by the Heat.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Then for the Pacers, McDermott's checked in for Warren. Lamb comes in for Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now here is Robinson. The Heat need to get a shot off. Adebayo with the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Crowder with the steal. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's McConnell. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. Miami ahead. They're up by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Pacers. McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Then it's McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. And he hits it and gets, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Bam Adebayo. Dragic looking for an opening. Rebounded by Lamb. Pacers trail by 5. Greg, good to see Jeremy Lamb back on the floor after his injury. He can still be a productive wing, you think, off the bench for this team.
No doubt about it. More of a finisher for this team. Lamb shouldn't have any lingering effects coming off that ACL. His game's diverse enough to get shots anywhere in the half court, and he'll continue to be a productive player for the foreseeable future.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Miami. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Nunn with the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olenek seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. The kick out to Holiday. Fires the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Heat take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Hero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Heroes got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Oh, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now, here's Nunn. Olynyk finds Nunn. 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And it's Sabonis with the ball for Indiana. They trail by 6. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And the Heat with some changes. Crowder, he's checked in for Jones. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Kendrick Nunn. Here's Hero. Guarded by Oladipo. Outside Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. To the inside. Hero passes to Olynyk. Here's Hero. The rebound by Brogdon.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Miami making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. And Indiana with a change here too. TJ McConnell, he's checked in for Brogdon. Warren kicks to McConnell. To the paint. Oladipo taking his time here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. Pass to Robinson. Pacers trail by 6. McConnell passes to Warren. Rebound by the Heat. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You know, rebounding is effort and relentlessness, and Butler has that, and he's also a high-energy guy whenever he's on the court.
Sabonis finds Turner 13 feet away. And it's Miami with the rebound. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The kick out to Crowder. Passes to Adebayo. Back to Butler. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Outside Turner. To end the drought. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
At 6'11" and 243 pounds, Turner is physically imposing. He's a big man, though, with a delicate shooting touch from outside.
Well, their pass it to Dragic. Inside, Adebayo. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And so it's Miami in the... All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that should do.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Adebayo in at center. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Now, here is Robinson. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Dragic. Lets it go with a three. Robinson misses. Pacers trail by 8. Here's Oladipo. And the pass to Sabonis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sabonis has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pacers.
And without a doubt, one of the big reasons why the Pacers were so tough last year was Domantas Sabonis. He continued to improve and was a statistical monster across the board.
And, you know, Greg, the biggest jump for Sabonis was on the glass. I mean, his rebounding went to another level. And he's a terrific rebounder at both ends, but especially at that offensive end. And he bangs that glass all the time. He attacks missed shots like his life depends on it.
Now Dragic after Victor Oladipo missed from long range. Outside Dragic from 17 feet out. The shot will not fall. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Now here's Dragic. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. That one rolling around and rims out.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And it's Turner off the drive.
And, you know, we've highlighted Turner's mobility before, guys, and there you see how much of a problem it is for the defense.
For Indiana, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Here's Adebayo following the score by Miles Turner. Iguodala no good. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Turner up top. And the basket is good. Now just a 3-point Heat lead.
Boy, tough trying to match Turner's intensity. I mean, once he's committed to scoring the ball, you're not stopping him.
Turner with the steal. Right side Holiday. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Iguodala, the pass to Jones. It's stolen by Lamb. Here's Holiday. A miss that time would have put him up. The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Now here's Lamb. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Adebayo against Turner. And Holiday, here we go. Great D that time from Adebayo.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
A different look for Miami. Hero comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. And the Pacers also making a change. McDermott's checked in. Dragic got a piece of it. On the wing, Lamb down low. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Hero. Outside Dragic. Looking to end his cold spell, and the layup is good.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Holiday dishes to Holiday, and the rejection by Iguodala. Here's Jones. The layup missed.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
3/4 of play in a close game here. Heat lead by 2. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Warren. Doug McDermott is out there with Sabonis. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's McConnell in at the point guard position.
Cool, calm, collected, and composed. That's exactly who Malcolm Brogdon is, even when he's inside with the big fellas.
Now here's Dragic. Butler on the wing. The dish to Olynyk. And it's Butler missing. And it's Warren with the ball for Indiana. Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Dragic. It's intercepted. Here's Butler. Good D by Brogdon. The Pacers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's Oladipo in for T.J. McConnell.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And Crowder slams it in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Oladipo. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Passes it to Hero. Good ball movement here by Miami. Nunn looking around. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Hands it from downtown.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Turner with it. Now defended by Adebayo. And Turner kicks to Brogdon. Over Nunn. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Here's Miami now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Up again, Adebayo on the follow. And it's an 8-point Miami lead.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Here's Brogdon, and it's Miami with the rebound. Crowder's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Sabonis leading the way. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Here's Nunn. And he can't bank that one in. Pacers trail by 8. Here's Oladipo. Here's Sabonis. The kick out to Oladipo. There's the pass to Brogdon. Leaps for it and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Kendrick Nunn. And here's Miami. They've scored 10 straight. Dragic against Brogdon. Lets it go from 14. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Adebayo's got the lead up to 10 now for Miami.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
It's nice to see when Brogdon doesn't settle for the layup, instead going in there to finish with power.
Now here is Robinson. Butler on the wing. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And Goran Dragic drops them both.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Holiday left side. It's stolen by Hill. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Dragic with it. Turner with the steal.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
To the wing on the left. Here's Silva. That 3 off the mark. Oladipo right side. Good. Nice job down low.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.